That was expected and good tactics. We are front runners. Once they get ahead in the game, they'll...
That's been picked up on length. Get 4. He picked up the early length. It was
the moment you felt like he was cramped for space. He didn't have that full flourish, but then those fast hands getting him out of trouble. And
yeah, he is. And there was a touch of the pakvsireland in the way he played that in the PSL, and he taught like that. That was a feature of his batting.
It's against the likes of Ahsanullah, who's bowling at 150 clicks.
Bowled, good full length, like Saim Ayub. Sometimes you've got to tempt him into the shot, as Barry McCarthy is going to...
In the air for the bowlers as well.
Bowled.
Puts the previous ball out of his system. Big play and a miss, but next delivery he was...
suggesting they might come in 3 and 4. It could change. Third man comes up inside the circle. Oh, hurry, he might be out. He might be gone. Now the umpires asked to see this, for the third umpire to have a look.
Actually, when Rizwan responded...
Oh, goodness me, that's gone.
Babar Azam.
For the new bat. Beautiful. How good is that? Just an exquisite touch through that.
From Babar Azam.
And you've got 2 slips. Shot. Magnificent shot from Babar Azam. Almost preempted the length of the delivery from McCarthy.
It was not a half volley. He lined it up beautifully, and although... From McCarthy. Testing Babar with that. If you...
Down the leg side, it's a wide.
Did you ever try doing that?
Oh, all the time. Picked up on length. Man out there, straight over his...
First one that he's got out of the middle, and it's safe.
Short, too short, over the head of that short mid-wicket, and that's...
Really go back and across for these pull strokes. Picks up the length so quick. That just clearing that front foot, but the weight was still coming. Strokes, especially not the boundary, but before the boundary ball.
Looking at that leg side again.
Yeah. Try in. Absolutely smashed to 6. 34 for 1 is... Oh, beautifully played. How gorgeous delivery at all, but beautifully put away by Saim. Power play done and dust.
And he's carved away immediately. And conservative power play for Pakistan. Maybe the shackles.
Carved away, just the width offered and assured in their spots.
Short ball this time, helped around the corner. And it's going to be helped away to the end of the 7th. It's 48 for 1.
Immediately on the attack from Saim Ayub. Chance in the deep, but just gets... But it's going with the wind. He makes use of the conditions for a maximum.
So he's going to try and get the ball turning away, but it ends up just into the hitting arc. The line not correct from White. And
on that delivery was almost too full to sweep it. Long on, cover, deep mid-wicket, and that's that floated one again. Sends it forward of Harry Tector in the deep as well. And such a beautiful area as well.
Slapped away, and you can hear from the roars, plenty of Pakistan. He's one of the best in the world. And that's a beautiful stroke for...
About those straight boundaries into the pitch. Doesn't even...
That time down the leg side, and oh, Barry McCarthy, he's never far away from the action. Something quite incredible. Take a look at this.
Well, it was a case of trying to cash. So when he bowls those shorter ones, it can surprise. And it's when he floats it like that things go wrong, because too easy. Goes for 10 in the over. After 10, it's 76. Stan, Rizwan.
And now we're going to see the 2. This one It's gone a long, long way. Harry Tector can only watch. In the case of 2 deliveries, back-to-back maximums, one off.
And look at the speed of those wrists. That's why it's gone so
One of the significant challenges you'll have as a
much. And they love him because of...
And the low full toss is helped away, and helped away with real qualities.
the placement here. Much too wide with the...
It'll be fascinating to see where he's used Ireland. This time, Mark Adair can't cut it off, so it's a big over. 3 boundaries. Spoke about 180, 190, could even be north. Work to do with the ball here. Has he found a first wicket? Camphor out there. Desperately needed to break that partnership. And it's Delaney with...
Given to the delivery that was required. Definitely not the best delivery that Gareth go over long off, which is one of the more difficult places to hit off the back foot. Not really there. Didn't get close enough to the ball. And that's why it didn't reach...
In the pre-game show, it's the somewhat leading edge towards the left of Craig Young, who's not going to be able to get nearly a chance.
Put the dive in here.
Looks for some innovation, and that might be the biggest roar of the day, it feels.
Yeah, and you've got to. As down the pitch goes Babar Azam. He just comes down the pitch. Have a look at the footwork here from Babar Azam.
Yeah, you can almost feel him just going through the gears, can't you? Not a huge amount of turn on offer, and White was left.
Makes a bit of room. That's why he opens up that offside.
Krull and Sterling being used. And that... Well, 6 at the death.
Bowlers, these are the cricketers who, for Ireland, you have to ask what's there for Ireland. Babar Azam swings round, 2 men back there. What a great...
I feel that's almost a chance put down, but for me, I think it's 5 runs saved, isn't it? Zaman just lined him up, helped him round the corner, got a good piece of it. But look at... Special day for McCarthy.
Now up in the air it goes. Should be gone. And that's the end of Pakistan's captain.
Well, the scorecard is Mark Adair. This wicket for me, it belongs to Barry McCarthy. Without that boundary save, the wicket chance wouldn't have happened. Mark Pakistan within it.
Gone. Second ball. Azam Khan never took his eyes off the ball. And that is
He brought about the opportunity to get rid of the second time. It looked like Azam Khan wasn't quite expecting it to come on in the manner in which it did, and all he could do was pick out Ben White down for 4.
about United and Dean Jones, the late McCarthy. He strays on that leg side. And he's been put away for 6. 2 areas, that deep mid-wicket.
And this is tries a little off-cutter. The problem is it's right into the slot. And that is
short. Pulled away. That is net bowling to Iftikhar.
Mark, they tend to be 3 varieties, McCarthy north of 140 and go to the bouncer. That wasn't anything like 140 plus. That in the modern day where the batters have worked out that they... Here's the remaining options for... so if it is...
Can't take your eyes off him. Almost decapitated the umpire. Umpire was down quickly, and it's 4.
Here's a man, and great credit to Mark Hawthorne. Look at how quickly it's a move here. Watch the umpire, not the shot. Well, Craig Young is taking a...
Goes inside out. Could be a chance.
Yeah, George Dockrell, I think he was teased by this. I don't think Adair will feel as though he's done a massive amount wrong with the delivery. Now it's going to be followed up by 4 more.
Mark it there. So you've gone for 10 in your first two.
For
Short, picked up, could be out.
one of the things I love about Clontarf, Wilco, you're so close to the action there, where a lot of the Irish friends and family will be. They were pleading.
Is it gone? Yes, it's been spectacular catch. They don't come much better, especially.
Well, since you've joined me alone, we've seen 5 runs save. We've seen him boot one onto match. It was actually the on-pace delivery. I think Adair has missed the block hole, so it was there to be hit. Oh, Zaman's gone for 20, and it's now 150 for 6. Huge roar as the PA announcer announces his name. Wilco, you've done a lot of cricket.
Lenders, I guess you, as captain, you've got extra license to put yourself up the order and on that leg side. So he'll be looking over towards the net. Short, leg side.
Would you believe, Alan? I think it's George Dockrell, of all people, one of Ireland's most 51 for 6.
That's virtually on one leg. It's a one-legged 6. That's
The actual perimeter of the ground, because you've got 34 from an Angus Dunlop over in a touring game. Might have been back in all those years ago off the off breaks of Angus Dunlop.
That's what he likes. Shaheen goes big over deep mid-wicket.
3 for 6. First innings.
That is a top edge over fine leg for 6.
Towards fine leg as that one's gone. Well, it can't be more than, what, 50 metres, can it? Right on the edge of it. Maybe just the line a touch wrong. Effectively, such an impactful innings from him. 26 off 11.
Makes a little bit of room, and that extra room makes it easier to play.
These, aren't they, for Pakistan? They're getting that flourish despite losing wickets. With Summerton, Ireland's hero at the death. Well, he's under the pump now, 11 from 2 lead.
Iftikhar. Massive blow. Oh.
He's gone 6-4-6 from 3 legal deliveries, interspersed by a wide. The crowd that maybe is supporting Ireland in length slower ball, or full slower ball, with 180 that Captain Babar Azam wanted. Anything there?
Shaheen does a little bit of a waltz after the ball. They finish 182.
And Siam Ayu batted nicely for 45 off 29. Got Pakistan back in a position after being in real trouble at 1-2-3 for 5. That was with
37 from 15, 3 fours and 3.
But Adair and McCarthy.
That's the left arm seamer. Oh, there's that classical batting you spoke about. And it's interesting, more aggressive to try and take some pressure off Paul Sturt, taken to sweeping seamers, although I'm not. Well, there's that Fuller one you were talking about, but Balbirnie was alive to it. Squeezes that one through the offside for the first runs of the day for Ireland.
To the task. Just a little turn of the face of the bat on impact.
Early wicket here, Shaheen Afridi. He's not willing to, well, he does on this occasion. And no timing from Andrew Balbirnie. So the first over is done, just the boundary in it. After the boundary from Andrew Balbirnie, Paul Stirling will have been one. It can be difficult with the lighter ball. Well, that one's not going to be caught, and it's certainly not going to be a chance on the field. Can someone in the crowd catch it?
Really is. Just a little bit of room on offer. He got himself underneath it and give it a fair thump. It really flew off the middle of his bat.
Crowd either, because it's gone over the hedge. A few balls missing today. And then to be bowling the looseners afterwards.
Radar has been off and Stirling has been on the
delivery sometimes can get players into trouble because they don't move close enough to it. But Paul Stirling just straight down the throat of mid-off. Well, it's been one of those overs where it's been up. It's been one of those overs where it's been up and down for both. He'd made no mistake, and Ireland lose their first.
That's 6. Stirling, once again, we've seen that back of a length on the up driving hasn't been easy all day long, especially with the new.
Well, he's found the gap there. Doesn't try and hit it too hard. Lorcan Tucker uses all the pace on off.
Just picked up the length, covered the line, just hands through the ball. Beautiful flow of the hands.
Pace. Just gives Afridi.
Pakistan has...
Well, straight on the sweep. Balbirnie manages to miss the fielder at square. 1 bounce and 4 runs. Welcome to the game. And
timing was great. Imad's angle was working in his favour.
but he does find the gap between the fielders, in between the 2 points. Andrew Balbirnie.
Balbirnie is good enough. Once again, carve it through the offside roll. He has found it a little difficult to repeat that form. Over comes to an end. 4 gone.
Want to get back into the side and could easily force their way back into the side. Runs again here for this time.
And he makes Imad Wasim bowl a little bit too far outside off stump because of the way that he's able to sweep the ball. And a misfield in point means they're 11.
Sweep. Should be 4. It will be 4.
53 for 2.
Shot. Goodness me, that's a great shot. That's one of the shots in that shot in such elegant fashion as well.
Extension, it's just the forearms, a short arm jab. That's
To get back into the side and could easily force their way back into the side. Runs again here for this time.
And he makes Imad Wasim bowl a little bit too far outside off stump because of the way that he's able to sweep the ball. And a misfield in point means they're 11.
Sweep. Should be 4. It will be 4.
53 for 2.
Shot. Goodness me, that's a great shot. That's one of the shots in that shot in such elegant fashion as well.
Extension, it's just the forearms, a short arm jab. That's literally starts off with a shorter one. Andy Balbirnie places it perfectly as you were looking for, Alan.
Well, he's top edged this. It's a catch for Shaheen. Catch it is too. And it's Harry Tector who's on the way back.
Across the line and just too quick. Catches it high on the bat and an easy catch for Shaheen Afridi. Harry Tector goes for 36.
Cut away, and it beats the man. Well, it's a tame effort. That really should have been stopped, but he's dived over his fellow spinner's delivery. Costs 3 runs and a critical boundary to Balbirnie.
Late on the ball, and then that movement, he was really, whatever he's...
Pumped down the ground. That's Dockrell's favourite area. It's short straight. It's 4. That's why he's being promoted. Runs they require, they've already got them.
With 2 balls to go. And that could be a big over. Shadab's final over of the game. Just too full. Just gave himself that room.
It's more than just game on here. It might be Ireland's game to lose from here.
Dockrell just gave himself that room. This time went under the ball, gave the elevation and also that distance, although it's a short.
Don't believe it was a free hit. So as we look at the man out.
In 4 overs, once again, his bowling form will be questioned.
There's the indication. The arms are raised and the home to win from 6 overs now.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere inside.
Whipped into the leg side and whipped into the gap. The angle, Dockrell gets 4 more. This is turning into a cameo that will rise.
Boundary in the over, and they got it relatively early in this over as well after Shadab's big over. The angle.
Get a look at the state of the game here, Faisal. Ireland still have plenty of batting to come again.